Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars. I'm here today to review the 2017 drama movie Detroit that was directed by Catherine Bigelow, stars John Boyega, Will Poulter, Hannah Murphy and Anthony Mackie, as well as some other faces that you may well recognise. And this is a movie that is based on the true life riots that happened in Detroit in 1967. And I'm from the UK, so I'm not brilliant in regards to American history, so this isn't something I was particularly aware of. And generally speaking, I'll be honest, I sometimes it takes a lot to get me to watch a real life a movie that's based on real life events, because they can be so impactful and so upsetting, quite frankly, at sometimes, that I find them a bit difficult to watch. And if I do watch them, I generally just watch them once because they do generally affect me. And I'm talking about things like Schindler's List, things like that. So I have been wanting to watch this movie. I've not seen loads of reviews on this, but I know it's been getting fabulous feedback, and the reviews I have seen have been very positive, generally speaking. Well, all of them have been very positive. And after watching this movie, this is everything I expected it to be. Incredible movie. Very, very difficult to watch at times. But one of the most powerful movies I've seen for quite some time. And one that will stay with me for some time. Impressive movie in every sense of the word. And this movie, like I say, focuses on the riots in 1967. And it tells the tale mainly about the hotel incident, where a group of black youths are held there by the Detroit police and essentially tortured and murdered. And it focuses on a number of characters. We get some characters, some black youths who are in a band, and it focuses on a couple of those. And it focuses on the police officers that commit these terrible acts and the families that surround them, but also it addresses the riots and the violence leading up to the hotel incident. So you learn how the riots start, how the media responded to it, and the military got involved, and how it was absolute chaos on the streets, and to some degree a lot of people were just trying to get on with their lives even with this chaos happening, and this movie focuses on that. But for me, when I think about this movie, and every bit of it is brilliant from beginning to end, but the section of the movie that focuses on the hotel incident is, I couldn't tell you exactly how long it lasts, but it feels like it lasted for about an hour and a half, but it was probably more like 40-45 minutes of a 2-hour plus film. And it is some of the most incredible cinema I've ever seen. Stunning to watch, incredible performances, harrowing at times, engaging, and I couldn't take my eyes off the screen, but I was deeply upset with some of the things that I was seeing. And incredibly powerful stuff. And like I say, it was like you was there with them, almost being tortured with them, and it was very, very hard to watch. This sequence. There were other sequences in the movie that were very hard to watch, but this one in particular, because it was the main focus of the movie. And at some points I actually did think about the actors, and I'm just thinking, how did you pull this off? Not just the black actors, but even Will Poulter and the other cops, how they managed to do this. Because I would imagine it was repugnant to them in every way to actually perform this character and they do this performance. I don't think I could have done it, and they do it so convincingly. It must have been deeply upsetting to do, and I was actually thinking about the actors watching this, thinking, I take my hat off to you, because you've earned your wages doing this movie, because I think they've done an incredible thing here in portraying the acts of this riot. And every actor in this movie deserves special mention, because I think they were all outstanding. There's one scene in particular that sticks out in my mind, and It was with John Boyega, who, I'll be honest, when I watched Force Awakens, as good as that movie is, and it's amazing, I actually wasn't overly impressed with his performance, John Boyega. I thought he was very green in that movie, and very young as an actor. But there's a scene in this movie where he's taken to the police. He plays a security guard, John Boyega, in this movie, who gets involved with the riots, and he sees everything that happens at this hotel. And he's brought into the police station some days following this and questioned by the police, and he thinks he's there in the capacity of the security guard to give evidence, but he soon quickly realises that actually he's being questioned as a suspect. And the transition in his mind of what's happening, or what potentially could happen, he doesn't say a lot, but incredible acting. He's matured wonderfully as an actor. And there's that scene and a couple of other scenes following that. Again, he doesn't say a lot. It's all in the face. It's all in the emotions that he's presenting. It was very good. And a lot of the stuff that he has to witness as this security guard, as a black security guard, because he's not one being tortured. He's like there trying to protect. And he sees, these black youths being tortured the way they do. And you could see how he managed to control himself. I don't know. A stunning movie, this. It truly is a stunning movie, and it deeply affected me watching it. And I think Catherine Bigelow has created a cinematic masterpiece here, one that will be remembered. This is one of those movies that will still be watched in 15, 20, 25 years time, and it will still have meaning. It will still give a powerful message, and I strongly recommend that you give this movie a watch, because it is an incredible movie.